Delano Seiveright.
Mr. President, I rise to comment briefly on the Counties and Parishes Amendment Act 2025, which seeks to grant parish status to the Portmore City Municipality, making it the 15th parish of Jamaica. I welcome this act and express my sincere appreciation for the opportunity to speak on this historic occasion. This move is not just an administrative change, but a recognition of Portmore's remarkable journey, a journey of transformation from coastal plains and sugar estates to the largest residential community in the Caribbean, with a very high number of university and college-educated citizens, many of who are productive and drive the economy and the administration of our country in many ways. Mr. President, many Portmore residents have long seen themselves as separate from St. Catherine. This is the truth. And this formal recognition only strengthens that identity. Additionally, this elevation to parish status is a natural and necessary step in Portmore's continued growth, ensuring that the people receive the governance, the investment, and the opportunities that they deserve. Commendations, Mr. President, are in order for Prime Minister the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, Minister Desmond McKenzie, Joint Select Committee members including Dr. Andrew Wheatley, Robert Miller, Alando Terrelong, and the many other citizens and stakeholders and MPs and senators who contributed to making this dream of Portmore becoming a parish a reality. Mr. President, Portmore's roots stretch back centuries, and I don't need to go into detail because a lot of it was covered by colleagues here. However, in the mid-20th century, Portmore's modern transformation truly began. By the 1960s, Kingston essentially ran out of large-scale housing project spaces, leading to a bold vision for new developments in Portmore. In this year's Senate, Sir Neville Ashenheim, under the late Prime Minister Hugh Shearer's administration in 1968, described the first housing scheme, Independence City, Senator Morgan, as a vital project to ease Kingston's overcrowding. Now, under the guidance of Moses Matalan, and we should give commendation to the Matalan family for their contributions to the development of Portmore today. And his business partners, we spoke about the causeway, providing critical access to Portmore. We spoke about the Rio Cobre Dike, hence Dyke Road, to protect the area from flooding. Mr. President, these developments paved the way for a building boom, and many local entities, including Gore Developments, Wicon, which is the Matalan family, the National Housing Trust, the Urban Development Corporation, the brainchild of late Prime Minister Edward Seaga, and many others, played a crucial role in shaping Portmore into what it is today. Now, by the 1980s, the population had surged to over 77,000 persons, and by the mid-1990s, with the construction of Greater Portmore, the population doubled to in excess of 160,000, and today we have over 200,000 people calling Portmore home, making it the largest residential area in the Caribbean. So, Mr. President, in 2003, Portmore was granted municipality status, allowing it to elect its own mayor, which awkwardly that mayor is ceremonial at best, is a toothless tiger. So despite the good intentions of the municipality, in its format, frankly, doesn't work well as it should today. Notably, Mr. President, the Joint Select Committee on this matter, dating back to November 2020, was apprised of the fact that discussions about Portmore being designated a parish began prior to 2003. That's over 22 years ago, under the then Prime Minister P.J. Patterson-led administration, and talks about that parish, about the Portmore being designated a parish. And as you would recall, then Mayor George Lee played a critical role in those discussions too. So the Memorandum of Objects and Reasons signed by Minister of Local Government and Community Development, Desmond McKenzie, it says it is envisioned that the designation of parish status on the municipality will strengthen its lobbying capacity, 1. 2, empower its citizens to more independently chart the course of development rather than being subject to the decisions being made for the parish of St. Catherine, of which the municipality, the Portmore municipality, is a part of, and facilitate the opportunity to autonomously manage any allocated resources. Mr. President, this is a necessary and long delayed correction for the people of Portmore, for the Portmore to become a parish. That is a fact. And good heavens, the last time we had any creation of a parish was 1867, under the reign of Queen Victoria. I don't foresee any of us in here seeing another parish developed in Jamaica in our lifetime. Let's just be frank. So this storm in a teacup, this hysteria, really, and this overblown pulpitry from some of our opposition senators is really unnecessary. It really is. The only other place where we expect some sort of administrative adjustment, which will not be a parish, is Negril, because Negril is a unique town that is now spread across 2 parishes, and we have had issues there in terms of the management of Negril between the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation, the Hanover Municipal Corporation, the police, and so on. So there's a need for a new administrative structure to be developed there, and I believe those discussions are ongoing. So there will be no new parish in our lifetime. So here we have a glorious moment to celebrate the development of a parish, a new parish, Portmore, with over 200,000 citizens, a population bigger than many other parishes in Jamaica, and a place that is so amazing in its setup, its dynamics, and its demographics. It's something we should be proud of, and we should not have it drown in political hysteria and nonsense. Respectfully. And that's just my comment on that. Just quickly, Mr. President, the new parish of Portmore, as outlined in the Counties and Parishes Amendment Act 2025, includes the Hellshire Hills, Goat Island, the city of Portmore, of course. This brings really significant opportunities to really give attention to this new parish, right? On the entertainment and leisure side, we have the Port Henderson Road, which has a vibrant nightlife and has the ability to really, which needs more structure. They call it back road, but it needs a bit more structure and organization, you know, and a sense of modernity and more rules. The Jamworld Entertainment Center. I know Minister Babsy Grange is working on that to become a 24-hour entertainment zone. And it has a capacity for 100,000 patrons. I mean, massive facility. We have the Caymanas Park, Jamaica's only horse racing track. And I know the private sector stakeholders there are quite keen on expanding that into a mega sports and entertainment complex. And then beyond that, we have the beaches. We have the Fort Clarence Beach, we have the Hellshire Beach, which is a gastronomic center for authentic Jamaican seafood. We have the Two Sisters Cave, which is a hidden gem, great ecotourism potential. We have the Rodney's Arm, and of course, Goat Island, again, ecotourism potential. So the parish is really holistic. It's a holistic parish. Yes, it has a major population center, it has a city, it has hills, it has beaches, it has nightlife, it has entertainment. It really has the potential to be something significant. And the fact that Portmore will evolve into this, to me, is truly exciting. And of course, I can't leave out, Senator Gale, the Portmore Resilience Park, which Prime Minister the Most Honorable Andrew Jones broke ground for last year, January 17, which represents a forward-thinking urban development, providing green space for recreation, exercise, family-friendly activities, and so on. Really amazing developments for the people of Portmore, and we should be proud as a people that under this administration and our foresight, but also the work of administrations before, and many of our leaders before, we now have a parish of Portmore coming together. And it is an opportunity for the government to strategically coordinate the development of these assets, positioning Portmore as a major economic, social, and cultural hub. So, Mr. President, this is a momentous occasion. We're not just witnessing the creation of a new parish, but the culmination of decades of growth and determination and transformation. And as I said before, the last time we created a parish, and it's important that people of Jamaica know this, was over 158 years ago. And we're not going to see any more parishes created, certainly in the coming decades, or certainly not in our lifetime. So there's no need to have this storm in a teacup and this unnecessary political hysteria. It is globally known that whenever you have a new city borders, new town borders, new parish borders, new province borders, new capital, like Abuja, Nigeria, there was a debate there politically as to why the borders are here. Scotland had a reorganization of their local government divisions in 1996. There were huge debates, but they were responding, like we are, to population shifts and demographic shifts that have happened in spaces, and we have to act accordingly. So, in any event, the fact is, this is a momentous occasion. Boundary concerns will always exist. That's the nature of life. But progress must always take precedence. Full stop. So, parish status will not only provide better governance, it will unlock Portmore's full potential as a center for tourism, entertainment, and economic development. And I'm proud to stand in support of this historic act and excited for what lies ahead of Portmore as it steps into its rightful place as Jamaica's 15th parish. I thank you, Mr. President.